Hey YouTube, this is Jake Blake. Just gonna give you another deck profile on a creative agent deck that I just came up with and threw together. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. It's gonna be a lot different than regular agent decks that you normally see. 2 Venus sets up your plays, gets your shine balls. 2 Mystery Earth searches you your agents, your Venuses. 2 shine balls, 2 is all you need, and you can recycle it with Tour Bus. 2 tour guides, sets up your plays, gets you into your fortune tunes. 2 Mecha Man Beast Hadamstrat, good defense, sets up your synchro plays, and he's good tribute fodder with those tokens. And then we run for consistency. 2 Vortex Trooper. I run Vortex Trooper just because you can run into 2 dead shine balls and a lot of other cards you don't want in your hands, and you can just shuffle them back into your deck and then draw 2 extra cards. So he's really good, and also when he's destroyed you can draw 1 card. For the 1-ups we run 1 Thunder King because he shuts down a lot of decks. A lot of decks nowadays search, and when your opponent special summons a monster, you can just tribute him to negate him. You know what Thunder King does. Then you will run 1 Gen X Ally Birdman, sets up your synchro plays. You can bounce back Hamstrat. You can sync for like a Mistworm, or if Trishula was not banned, you could go for Trishula, but he's just good. He synchro with the tuners, or you synchro with the tokens, and just go for synchro plays. Then we run 1 Honest because it's at 1, and you run a lot of light monsters. 1 Tour Bus. She recycles a lot of your cards. Just really good. Probably one of the best cards in the deck. 1 Herald of Orange Light. 1 is all you need. 1 is all I want. I can recycle it with Tour Bus, so I can just get it back. And Christia just adds it back to your hand, so I think 1 is perfect. Then for the boss monsters, we run 2 Hyperion. Hyperion's really good for spot removal. 1 Christia stops special summons, screws a lot of decks nowadays. Light and Darkness Dragon, I really like him because Light and Darkness Dragon you can just sit on, and if you have like a bunch of strong monsters in your graveyard, when he dies you can just special summon one of them. And also I just see this card as a drawing card because your opponent wastes resources, so their hand gets smaller, and over time if you can I don't know, this card just saves you for like a turn. You just draw a bunch of cards and you just reset your hand and stuff, so it's really good. And then 1 Prime Material Dragon. I run him because he stops destruction effects, and he kind of fills the graveyard up, and not only that, but if you would take burn damage, you can gain it in life points instead. Instead of being burned, you can gain it. So he's really good. Then onto the spells. I run 3 Mystical Space Typhoon. I don't like back row. This is just really good. I need 1 more Ghost though, but really good. Everybody knows what MST does. 2 Photon Sanctuary. Get out your light monsters. If you don't know what this does, you special summon 2 level 4 light tokens in defense position, 2000 attack, and I actually activate this, get 2 tokens, and then tribute for like a Christia or Hyperion or Light and Darkness Dragon. So you can essentially get Light and Darkness Dragon out on the first turn and just sit there. Then we run 1 Valhalla just because you can special summon your agents, and you can special summon your Hyperions and Christias. It's just good for 1. Then 1 Dark Hole, 1 Forbidden Lance, 1 Book of Moon, and 1 Instant Fusion. And I'll kind of explain why I run an Instant Fusion, but it's just a really good card. Onto the traps, we run 2 Fiendish Chain, stop monster effects, stop attacks, really good. 2 is just really good, in my opinion. And then for the summon stoppers, we run 1 Solemn Warning, 1 Torrential Tribute, 1 Bottomless, and then for the attack stoppers, we run Dimensional Prison, Mirror Force, and Compulsory Escape Device. Now onto the extra deck. I wanted to show you how different it varies from most extra decks, but I run for the Instant Fusion 1 Musician King because he's a spellcaster level 5, and you run, let's see, 4 tuners. You run 1 level 3 Birdman, so you can go into your synchro plays for synchro level 8s, and if you summon like this guy, and let's say you have an Earth on the field, you can go for an Arcanite Magician and just pop 2 cards. So I really like it. I love going for that play when you just kind of need that extra spot removal. And then Arcanite Magician, Goyle Guardian, Angel of Zera. I really love Angel of Zera because even if it's into the graveyard and it gets destroyed, you can banish it with Hyperion and then special him back. So he's really good. He's a 2800 beater, and he just gets stronger the more cards that are banished that your opponent controls. Then one TJ Hyper Librarian, one Black Rose Dragon, one Stardust Dragon, one Blackwing Dragon, just because burn decks, one Dark End Dragon, and one Catastor. That's it for the synchros. Then for the rank 3s, we have number 49, Fortune Tune. This card recycles your tour guides and your tour buses, so essentially you're recycling 3 cards out of your graveyard, because tour bus acts when it's sent to the graveyard. You can add 1 card from your graveyard, put it back into your deck. This, you just sit on it, can't be targeted, good defense. When it would be destroyed, you can detach, and this is really good, and you gain 500 life points during each standby phase. So I really love to go into this over and over again, and your opponent just is like wasting resources just to get over it. So it's really good. One Leviair, because you tend to have a lot of banished monsters. One Wind Up Zen Maze, just for those. You can make pushes with these, and you can really get rid of cards that you don't want to, that you might not have an answer for. So he's really good spot removal. One Gaga Cowboy for those really rare times that you can actually make him. And then one Gotchi because it's pretty obvious, 2 Shine Balls. So yeah, and then on to the extra deck. We have, find it, I run 2 Ally of Justice Cycle Reader for those Lightsworn, pesky Lightsworn decks. I can't stand them. You just discard this and banish 2 light monsters from their graveyard. Really underrated card, and it's a level 3 tuner. Then we run 1 Debris Dragon because Shine Balls, Maxis, all that. We run 1 Jinzo and 1 Trap Eater. I really don't like Skill Drain. I'm thinking about bumping this up to 3 or 2. But Jinzo, you can get him out pretty easily with the tokens and all the monsters that you summon. And Trap Eater, if you guys don't know what this does, is you can send 1 face-up trap card your opponent controls to the graveyard, special summon him. He's a level 4 tuner. He can't be normal summon though. And then we run 1 Max C, 1 Flying C for those XYZ decks, Dimensional Fissure, Macrocosmos. This is also for like the Lightsworn decks and the Sylvans and stuff like that. It can hurt your deck, but there are only 3 cards that I really kind of side out. I side out, what's it called? I side out Tour Bus, Herald of Orange Light, and Honest, and I just kind of replace these, and I'll replace those 3 with these 3. So, 1 Valhalla, and for Judgment Dragon, I run 1 Starlight Road and Mind Crush, just for those decks that kind of surge. So, yeah. Anyway, YouTube, I hope you enjoyed this deck profile. If you have any other ideas for decks that I could make, or any other ideas that any other cards that I could actually put in this deck, just let me know. But yeah, comment, rate, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.